Hello, welcome. So this is your recording to replace the live. So I come back from holiday today. So if you're doing this on Wednesday morning, I will be back with you next week. But for now, you have a recorded Pilates class. As you can see, I've got some little hand weights. So you can add a little bit more spice to the practice if you want to by grabbing some hand weights. These are 1 kilogram. So they're not super heavy, but you'll notice them. If you don't have weights, you can always grab a couple of tins of beans or even some filled water bottles just to give you that resistance. But you can do the whole practice without them as well. We're going to start standing. So I've got the weights in my hands just down by my side to begin with, bringing the inside borders of the feet together and then coming up onto your tiptoes, ankle cracks, and then lowering back down. So if this feels too wobbly, having the feet straight together, you can just take them a little bit wider. So just lifting and lowering. So coming up, lift those heels and just begin to warm up the ankle joints, begin to wake up the calf muscles. A couple more. Last one. Good. And then if the borders of the feet are still together, we'll lift the heels, turn them out, place them back down, and then lift the toes, bring them in line with the heels so your feet are roughly hip distance apart. And we'll start to take some single leg heel raises, so lifting the left leg and then lowering. So just coming onto the tiptoes and lower. And just begin to tune in with your lateral breathing here. I'm just warming up the lower body. As you're doing this movement with the legs, we're just making sure that the hips are staying nice and neutral. We're going to add the switch, so you'll switch from one leg to the other, but again, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral, so it's not rocking from side to side, the hips aren't dropping out like this as we do it, so keep the hips nice and stable. Good. Just a few more. Now you can begin to add a little bit of arms in if you like here. So we could just march. So alternate arms, opposite to the leg. If this gets too much, just miss it out. Lots to think about, especially if you're doing this at 7 o'clock in the morning. Just a few more. So there's quite a lot of standing work today before we come down to the mat. Now I've started with the weight, you can always put them down at any point. You can always come back to this practice and maybe add the weights to later date. Okay, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower the heels, lower the arms. Now turn the toes out, so bringing the heels together, toes turned out on an angle. And we're going to start with some squats here. So we're joined by the dogs today, so if you see the dogs or hear the dogs, we've got Piglet and Winnie with us. So knees are just tracking over the big toes. Again, just having the arms down by the side to begin with, and we will add the arms in a moment. So thinking about squeezing inner thighs together as you come back to standing. A little squeeze of the glutes as well at the top. Good. Now if you want to add the arms, you're going to begin to take the arms to shoulder height and then bring them back down. So as you come up, your arms come up. Just lifting them to shoulder height, palms facing down. Sit those inner thighs up. A few more like this. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last one. Good. Bring the arms all the way down. Now begin to heel toe the feet. So the feet are a bit wider than the hips. toes still turned out. And then you're going to bring the arms to shoulder height and then bend at the elbows, so palms are facing forwards. Take a big bend into the knees, make sure they don't drop in. So push the knees out and then come all the way to stand. Down and back to standing. So these 1 kilogram weights are now feeling a little bit heavier. You're just going to keep the arms where they are. You can always put the weights down. Stay with it. So use that breath, a little zip up of the pelvic floor as you come to the top. Okay, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Now you're going to come down into the squat. Bring the hands now to the waist or just to the hips. And we're going to lift the right heel, lower, left heel, lower, all the way up to stand. So down into the squat, right heel, lower, left, lower, all the way to stand. Go again. All the way up. A few more. Lift, keep the torso nice and tall and proud. Try not to hunch over. I'm beginning to feel that burn in the legs. All the way up. Good. Down, lift, lower, lift, lower, all the way to stand. 2 more like this. Down, lift, lower, lift, lower, all the way. This is our last one. Come down, lift, lower, lift, lower, and all the way to stand. Okay, just take the feet in. Give the legs a shake off because we aren't done with our standing just yet. We're going to turn to face the front of your mat. Right foot is forwards, left foot steps back. So we're coming into a lunge stance. Now, if you find lunges super wobbly, you can take the feet a little bit wider, so they're more on sort of train tracks than on a tightrope. Okay, so from here, arms start down by your side. We're just going to drop into the lunge and then all the way back up. So bending both knees all the way. Good. Now we're going to add the arms. So bring the hands to the shoulders, lower down, and then as you stand, press the arms overhead. Lower and a shoulder press. Stay with this. Keep going. Try not to lean forward or lean back. We're just going straight up and down. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last one here. Now bring both weights in front of you or just hands together. We're going to go into our lunge. From there, really slowly and controlled, we're coming to a standing balance. So leaning forwards, bring the toes back down, take a lunge. Come up, shift the weight forwards, bring it back, take that lunge. Up, forwards, toes down, and lunge. Few more like this. Forwards, come back, take your lunge. Let's keep going. Good. 2 more. Back. Lunge. Last one like this. Bring it back and take that lunge. Okay. Coming back up. Now, same side. The weights, if you're using them, you're trying to hold them both in one hand, the left hand, or you can just pop one down or pop them both down. We're going to do some single leg deadlifts. So if you're feeling really wobbly when on one leg, make sure you're near a wall and just have those right fingertips against the wall. So you're not leaning into the wall, but it's just going to steady you. So the right leg is staying straight. We'll begin to hinge at the hip, so it's nice and slow and controlled. Feel that stretch down the back of the right leg and then come all the way back up to stand. So you're trying to keep the right leg as straight as you can. So lower down, the weights are just hanging down on the arm, and then come all the way back up. This needs to be really slow to keep the control. So hinge, all the way back up. Keep going. So the front hip points face the floor. Try not to open into that hip. We want to keep the work in the back of the right leg. So you want to feel that hamstring stretch, and then it's contracting to bring you back up. Okay, couple more here. Last one. All the way up. Ooh, well done. Turn the other way. So weights back into the separate hands. The left foot is forwards this time. And we'll start with those static lunges. So down and up. Arms just by the side for the moment. Down and up. Good. Now we can add the arms. So hands start at shoulders. We drop down. As we rise, we press the arms high. Press. And press. Ooh. Good. Couple more. And then we're going to go to that standing balance. The last one here. Okay, so we go for our lunge. Straight into that standing balance. So take your time. Toes come back down. We lunge. Standing balance. So if you do the yoga with me as well, it's like a warrior three. Hinge. Ooh. Toes come down. One side tends to feel more challenging. For me, my left leg is definitely more wobbly. Ooh. Let's do two more. Oh, last one. Down, up, and hinge. Okay, rest. Taking the weights into the right hand. Again, maybe being near a wall if you need to be. Keep your gaze focused on the floor, and then we'll hinge. So coming so you feel that stretch in the back of the left leg. Rise all the way to stand. If you're feeling okay with balance, don't hold on. Challenge that stability. You'll feel everything work that little bit harder if you're not holding onto a wall, because you're having to stabilize. Good. I really have to focus this side, so I've gone very quiet, but you keep going. Oh, I've got two more. All the way up. Last one. All the way to stand. Oh, shake that off. Okay, well done. Pop your weights down just for the time being. Come to the top of your mat and we'll take some roll down. So stand up really tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale. As you exhale, chin to chest, begin to roll down. So just let the arms hang, let the head hang, and the knees if you need to. When the hands touch the floor, take an inhale there. Exhale, begin to restack that spine. So vertebrae by vertebrae, head will come up last, restacking the neck. Good, draw the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Begin to roll. Letting the arms be really heavy. And the knees if you need. Inhale there. Exhale, rolling all the way back up. Draw the shoulders back, top. This is our last one, so inhale. Exhale, arms heavy, head heavy, chin to chest. This time, bend the knees, bring the hands down to the floor and step back, tiptoe back until you are in your 4-point kneeling. So knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Let's take some cat-cow just to mobilise the spine a little bit more. Inhale, lift the sit bones and chest. Exhale, round the spine, push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Good, couple more. Should feel nice. Good, and bringing yourself back to neutral. Okay, from there, if you want to use a weight, grab one in your left hand. So then that fist is down rather than the palm of the hand. We're taking our bird dog preparation. So right leg extends out behind, get your balance, reach the left arm forwards, and then bring them both back down. Okay, we're doing the same side. So arm and leg extend away, bring them back down. Everything else stays super stable. So pressing into that right arm, lift, and return. Again. Slowly as you can. It's tempting to rush it because it's challenging, but try and make it slow. Go for 2 more. One more. Okay, take a moment, take a rest if you need to. From here, right leg goes back out behind. So it's just going to stay lifted, so pointing the toes. Take an inhale, reach the left arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread that arm underneath the right. Again, super slow so you can keep that control. Inhale to open. Exhale to thread. Let's do one more. All the stabilizers are working. Keep that leg lifted at the back. Thread the arm. Reset. Pop the knee down. Maybe sit back to the heels. Take the hands together. Make some little circles. Mobilizing the wrists. We're going to do it all on the other side. So come back in. This time the weight is in the right hand. And we'll start with the bird dog. So slowly, arm and leg extend away. Bring it back. So core is on. Pelvis is nice and stable. Good, inhale to reach away. Think length. Exhale to bring everything back. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. One more. Okay, place the hand and knee down. Take that little short and sweet break. And then, when you're ready, left leg goes back out behind. Take an inhale, right arm reaches high. Find that twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Left leg stays lifted. Inhale, open. Exhale to thread. Got one more. Keep that left leg high. Thread the needle. Good. Come back slowly. Reset. Ooh. Sit back onto your heels. Hands come together. Take a wiggle out. Okay, I hope you guys are hot and bothered like I am. It's a very hot day here today when I'm filming this, and I haven't opened windows. So this is now hot Pilates. So we're coming back onto our hands. You don't need the weights for this next one. We're going to take some upper body work, but also including a little bit of lower. So left leg, take it out behind you, coming onto your toes. The leg is nice and straight. We're going to lift the leg, and at the same time, you're coming into this little press up. So it's a tricep press up. So elbows stay close into the body, lower down, and press up. Now, if you struggle to get back up, just don't go as low. So you could go to here and lift. Squeezing the left bum cheek to get that leg higher, and lift. My elbows are cracking. Lower, and lift. Good, we've got 4 more. And lift. Go for 3. Go for 2. Go for 1. And then place the knee down, sit the bottom back, find a child's pose. Just enjoying these little moments of rest. Bring yourself back, other leg. Same thing with the arms, still going for that narrow stance. So elbows stay close in, we're on the toes at the back, we lift the leg, lower down. Doesn't matter how high the leg goes, but squeezing the bottom is going to help it to lift. You're going to feel it work, good. Lower, and lift. Lower, and lift. Got 4 more. Got 3 more. Oh, 2 more. Let's take 1 more. Oh, sit back. Find that child's pose. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to come back up, take a little stretch behind, so hands into lace, lift the chest. Release, take the palms in front of you, push the palms away, drop the head around the spine. Shake it all off. Okay. From here, now you're going to come into a side kneeling. So from your 4-point kneeling, turn the right toes out to the side. So you're pivoting on the right knee, and then coming to rest on the knee and the hand. If you feel like the floor feels quite far away, you could grab a book or a yoga block, have the hand here. So this is just limb length, and I just feel a bit more comfortable having my hand on the block. So grab a weight if you want to use it in that top hand. That top arm can just be up here, so it can be here with or without the weight. From there, point your left toes. We're going to lift and lower. So this is where we're starting. Keep squeezing the right bum cheek, so the leg that's grounded, and keep thinking about pushing that hip forwards. Keeping that left arm straight as you can. Good, keep going. You're doing great. I hope you're still with me, because I'm working hard. I hope you're working hard too. Okay, 2 more here. Okay, now lift the leg. Flex the foot. Sweep the leg forwards, controlled. Point the toes and bring that leg back. Oh, okay, flex the foot, sweep it forwards, point the toes, sweep it back. A few more. Sweep, point, and take it back. Flex, sweep that leg, point the toes, take it back. 2 more. Flex, sweep the leg, point, take it back. Last one. Flex, sweep, point, take it back. Now hold that leg up, take little circles forwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend that knee and just let the leg hang. Reach the left arm over the ear. That left leg is just really heavy. Just feel that stretch. Oh, and then push yourself all the way up. And we're just going to switch sides. So I'm just taking my time to switch sides, just to give myself a bit longer to rest. You can do the same. So left hand is coming to the floor or to the block. So if it gets too much holding the arm up, you can keep it at hip height here. You can just have it on the hip. If you're with me, your arm is high. Okay, point the right toes. Start with those lifts. So feel the glutes working to lift that leg. Those outer glutes, our glute med, peachy muscles, okay? Gonna give you that peachy bum. Good, lift and lower. A few more. Trying to distract you, or distract myself. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Okay, last one of this. 1. Okay, I'm getting tired. Lift that leg, flex the foot, sweep forwards, point the toes and sweep it back. Squeeze the bottom of the back. Go again, sweep and squeeze. Flex the foot, point the toes, squeeze, flex, point and squeeze. 2 more. Flex. Oh, my left side is getting tired. Squeeze. 1 more of this. Point, squeeze. Now hold that leg up. 5 circles forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 circles back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Let the leg hang. Reach the right arm over by the ear. Just enjoy that stretch. Bring yourself all the way back to kneeling. Okay. Take a moment to rest. Move the weights aside. Bring yourself down onto your forearms. I'm laughing because I planned this class and I'm dying. Okay, so join me in your forearm plank. You can either have the knees up, or you could just have them down on the ground. It's still going to feel a challenge. We're going to start just with a hold here. So making sure the bottom isn't sticking up in the air, making sure the hips aren't grazing the floor. We've got this nice long line of energy. Breathe for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then we'll start to take some little knee walks. So if your knees are already down, maybe try lifting 1 at a time. If you're here with me, it's just a little tap of the floor with the knee, and then alternate. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lower the knees. Just push the bottom back to straighten through the arms. Okay, bring yourself all the way back. We're going to come to our side forearm plank now. So elbow is under the shoulder, nice and stacked. You can either stay with the knees down, so you could be here, or you're coming into that full side forearm plank. Left arm is reaching high, we're just holding. Keep the bottom hips lifting for 10, 9, 8. Lift the hips, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come through a forearm plank. Try not to collapse. Try to stay with it. Coming straight onto the other side. So set it up. Right arm reaches, hips are lifted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your forearm plank. Okay, from there, we're taking little toe taps. So left toes tap out, bring them back, right toes. So if you're on your knees, you do it with the knees. You tap, tap, tap. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down. Oh, okay. You can stay on forearms to take a nice stretch out for the abdominals. So press the forearms down and then try to pull the chest through the arms. Should feel nice. If you want a little bit more, squeeze the bottom, maybe push into the hands, coming up a bit higher. Okay, bring yourself all the way back to forearms. Bring the hands under the shoulders, keep the elbows squeezing in, press yourself all the way back and come all the way over onto your back. So rolling yourself down, bring the knees into the chest. Okay, place the feet down. So you can grab your weights if you want to use them here. Moving everything else out of the way. Okay. So weights start down by your side, one at a time. Stack your knees over your hips. From there, reach the arms overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, arms come over, head and shoulders lift, and you're just reaching your hands towards the top of your mat. Inhale to lower back down. Don't let those ribs flare. Do that again. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale, lower. So if you've got room, arms can go all the way back. I've just got things in my way. So as you lift, think pulling pelvis and ribs towards each other. Inhale to lower. So if this is feeling okay, we can begin to add the legs. So as you lift, right leg straightens away. Inhale, we lower back down, stack that knee back over the hip. Exhale, left leg extends. Inhale to lower. Keep going. If it gets too much with the legs, just miss them out. We're nearly there. Okay, last option, if this is feeling good, both legs. Inhale to return. Exhale. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Go for 4 more. Oh, 3 more. 2 more. Final one. Good. Bring everything back down. You're nearly there, but not quite. Okay, so from here, take the left leg down to the floor. In fact, take both legs down to the floor. Take the left arm overhead. I might need to readjust myself for this one. Move anything out of the way, like a rather large bottle. Okay, so left arm is overhead, the right arm just stays down by your side. Take an inhale. Exhale. Left arm reaches to right leg, so you're taking this twist. It's almost on the outside of that leg. Inhale to lower back down, same side. Inhale to lower. Exhale. You can bend the knee if you need to. If you're tight in the back of the legs, just bend the knee. I want you to feel those obliques working, feel that twist. Keep going. For 3. For 2. Last one. Oh, rest. Okay, let's do the other side. Right arm is overhead. Point the left toes. Inhale. Exhale, find that twist. Inhale to lower. So really use that out breath to squeeze all of the air out. Find those obliques. This is going to get you that nice corseted effect on the waist. It's going to feel super strong. Keep going. A few more. Let's go 3 more. 2 more. Okay, last one. Oh, and rest. Place weights aside and just take a nice full body stretch, arms overhead. Big breath into the tummy. Okay, bend the knees. So teasers. We're going to go for teaser 1 and then I'll give you the option for teaser 2. You can always stick with teaser 1 for a second round. Okay, arms go overhead. No weights this time unless you're feeling like you want to use them. Add a bit more spice. So take your legs together, squeeze the knees together and keep the knees now glued. So they're glued together, just straighten the right leg, point the toes. Inhale. As you exhale, we begin to roll up. So coming to wherever you can. If it's here, stay here. If you can come all the way up, arms parallel with the legs, hold here, inhale. Exhale, rolling all the way back down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. Right foot comes down, left leg straightens, inhale. Exhale. Inhale at top. Exhale, peel back down with control. Good, lower the left foot. So that's teaser 1. You can stay with that and do one side each again. So your right leg will straighten if you're staying with teaser 1. Teaser 2s, your option, stack knees over hips. We start in the same way, but as we exhale, we come up to a V shape. So everyone prepare, inhale. Exhale, teaser 1s roll up, teaser 2s, we come straight up here. Now, teaser 2s, keep your legs where they are. Everyone roll that upper body back down with control. Good, swatch legs for teaser 1s, teaser 2s, return knees over hips. Last time, inhale. Exhale, come up. Hold the legs there for teaser 2s, inhale. Exhale, everyone lower that upper body with control as slowly as you can. And then return. Knees, place the feet down. Just take a little rock side to side with the knees, a little window wipe. Oh. Let's stretch everything out. So cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Use the right hand just to press that thigh away. You can stay here, or you might take that left knee in to get that extra stretch. If you want to get a hamstring stretch as well, just straighten through that left leg. So we did a lot on the lower body with that standing work. Slowing the breath down. And then bend the knee. If it's lifted, place the foot down, and we'll switch sides. So right foot comes down, left leg crosses over. You can stay here, or bring that right knee in. Maybe you straighten the right leg, pushing that left thigh away. Bend the knee if it's lifted, place the foot back down, just uncross the legs. Take the arms out to the side, let the knees just drop over to the left. A twist. If you like, you can hold onto that top leg. Good. And just rock the knees back through centre, take them over to the right. I'm back with you next week live for some yoga. Join me at 7 AM. Good, one at a time. Bring the knees back to centre, just bring the knees into the chest, maybe lift the head towards the knees. And then rock and roll yourself up to seated. Coming to sit cross-legged or whatever is comfortable for you, sitting up nice and tall. Take the left hand down to the mat, right arm reaches over for a side stretch. So bend that left elbow just to get a bit deeper. Inhale, bring it back through centre. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches. Bring it all the way back. Taking both arms into the sky. Big breath in, look up. Hands come together, bring them down. Give yourselves a clap. Thank you so much for joining me, for logging on, doing this practice with me, and I shall see you next time.